World leaders split after United States airstrikes on Iranian nuclear sites. You're welcome back to B3 Media Studio, where we bring you trending news and updates across the globe. I am Munachi Agunwa, and on today's headlines we have: World leaders split after United States airstrikes on Iranian nuclear site. The world leaders are sharply divided following a sudden and a surprise military attack on the Iranian nuclear sites and facilities. The attack, carried out late Sunday, has now prompted an emergency meeting of the United Nations Security Global Council. The United States says that the airstrikes were a preemptive move to stop what is being called an imminent nuclear threat by Iran. An ambassador of the United States to the United Nations by name Linda Harmon has commended and defended the operation, stating that it is necessary for global security. The Iranians have, however, condemned this act, calling it an act of violation of the international law and an act that calls up for war. The Iranian officials has also spoken against swift and decisive retaliations. Within the United Nations chamber, the United Kingdom and France has urged constraints but acknowledged the Washington's concern. Russia and China has, however, opposed this action, condemning the United States for breaching the United Nations Charter. Russia and China has, however, condemned this action, accusing the United States of undermining the global peace and breaching the United Nations Charter. The United Nations Secretary General Antonio Guterres has called for calm, saying that the region is on the knife's edge and that further escalation must be avoided. International responses remains varied, as Israel and Saudi Arabia now has the backing of the United States, while Germany, India, and Turkey are urging for diplomatic measures. Meanwhile, protests are erupting across several Middle Eastern cities. A group of 20 emergency summits is now being considered as tension continues to erupt. We'll continue to monitor the story while we bring you other news as they unfold. Thank you for staying with us.